Welcome to week 3 of Friday Night Nets. I am Eric Graver. He is Ethan Wiles, and our third game of the week brings us to one of the biggest games of the year in the state line, with some history on the line as well, Ethan.
That's right. The Byron Tigers still undefeated this season, Eric, with a perfect record of 20-0, but they'd have to grab a win in a hostile environment to keep it that way tonight, heading to big northern rival Rockford Christian.
This is a big one for Rockford Christian and Byron. Obviously, Byron at 20-0 on the year, and start things out with Elijah Doherty getting the and one early in this one. That's a good way to set the tone, and Byron showing they can compete as well. Jack Hively hits that floater going off the glass. Big time play there, but Christian Cummings, how about that move? Gets the and one, and even he has to smile after that one. Nice play, and that gets the crowd going. Big game here, and this crowd was loud, and they had a lot to cheer for, especially JT Samuels right here at the buzzer in the corner, making his name known. He's the transfer from East, and right into the corner for RC again in the second half. Christian Cummings, little hesitation, lets it fly, and he was locked in today. And passes it to JT Samuels. He was locked in as well. Another corner three for him. Big coming out party for the senior in that Rockford Christian jersey. Back to Doherty now, driving to the basket, goes off the glass, and that is a 12-point lead for Rockford Christian. Byron in jeopardy of their first loss, trying to make something happen. Turn to the senior, Ryan Tucker, putting some heroics together. 2 deep threes. They would pull within 3 points late after trailing the entire second half. But that's where the Byron comeback would end, and Rockford Christian holds on to win this one and hands Byron their first loss of the year, 77-71, the final.
We're here. We're always here, man. You know, energy, the defense was there. We all moved together as a team, and we came out with the dub. And energy, man, the crowd was wild. It was electrifying out there.
This just shows if we can come out and compete any day, we can beat anybody. So I feel like we can just win. I mean, I know the work I put in. So the work always going to show. So I just came out and showed that I can compete and win.
What a night for RC, tying Byron for first place in the Big Northern with that win.
You know, that one's going to be fun coming down the wire. The North Boone Vikings stormed into a packed gym for Winnebago senior night. By the third quarter, Bago takes a commanding lead. Miles Smith holds the ball before finding Brody Larson ready for a sweet three there. Bago fans, you know, they're loving that one out there. They're loving the shots tonight. Don't count out North Boone, though. The Vikings, Ezreal Dixon springs up for a leaping steal where J.J. Ford delivers some nice nylon right there to Bago's doorstep. Timeout North Boone down, but wanting to capitalize on some fourth quarter momentum. But tonight is Bago's night with Brody Larson running out the clock before giving Miles Smith all the runway he needs for a jump shot. Winnebago gets the Vikings to surrender tonight with a 64-47 win.
Rockford Lutheran hosting Rock Falls tonight. The Rockets coming off an upset win over Rockford Christian. Hard to believe that after what we saw just a few seconds ago. And Crusaders coming out strong. Marquise Haynes finishes through the contact for the hoop and the harm. And the big man now, Vontez Dent, showing his strength inside for that and one. Flowers on the scorer's table in honor of longtime scorekeeper Cheryl McVeigh, who passed away recently. Loved around the program. Vontez Dent now jumping, passing, hammers that one home, and the fans going nuts for that one. They love it. Rock Falls trying to stay in it, trying to tie for first place with a win here. Aiden Goff for 3. Lutheran starting to put it together, though. Zach Van Blaricom, the sophomore, splashes home the 3, and Marquise Haynes driving and hitting him with the Euro and the nice finish there, and the Crusaders able to win this one 73-65.
Such a fun team to watch there.
Great, all over the Big Northern, really. And fun night of hoops in the Big Northern, as it is every night. And coming up, we're heading to another Game of the Week caliber matchup between Boylan and Hononegah, as the Indians look to stay undefeated in conference play. More highlights when Friday Night Nets returns right after the break. It's been another incredible season for Hononegah girls basketball, and we're going to get to those highlights in just one second. But the Indians haven't lost a conference game since March of 2021. They came into tonight 4 NIC-10 wins away from another undefeated season in the conference.
That's right. You know, the second-place Titans were looking to end that streak tonight. They've hung with Hononegah in the past, but have fallen short in the second half. They had a chance to change that tonight in their home gym. And this one would come down to the wire again. You know, these two teams always keeping it entertaining. Good ball movement from the Lady Titans all night tonight before Gianna Marinaro knocks down this corner three for the Lady Titans. Later in the game, Marinaro with it again. She can't hit the floater, but Lilia Esparza, always there to clean things up, gets the board and the putback. We're tied up at 26. But with time winding down in the third, Jordan Johnston heaves one up and says the bank is open. Buzzer beating three to give the Lady Indians the lead heading into the fourth. Those Lady Titans, though, wouldn't go down easy. Elena Petalber pulls Boylan within one with that three, always clutch. But the Lady Indians down the stretch. Olivia Robinson finding Jordan Dimke for the bucket there. Her and her two colored shoes there go up three. Robinson goes to work down low, draws the foul, sealing the deal for Hononiga. The Lady Indians one win away from locking up the Nick 10 conference. They win it 39-33.
It just gives us a lot of confidence. I mean, the postseason is what really matters, so I think this game gives us what we need to get through it.
It does a lot for us. We know that after this win that we can tough it out and that we can defensively move around and hopefully in the end that we can get more wins.
As Lady Indians look to keep getting more wins, look to keep it rolling into the end of the year. They hit the road to take on Hershey tomorrow.
Then East traveling to Guilford to take on the Lady Vikings, and Guilford looking good early with Nia Gaines open in the corner. She nails that three. East looking to draw up some answers, but Guilford, they're one of the better teams in the Nick 10. We've seen some big wins for them, and check that play out from Maria Otero. Gets the steal and throws the perfect pass down to Jordan Hanser, who cruises for the layup. It's a big one for Guilford. They wanted to get back into the win column after their loss to Belvedere earlier this week, and the Lady Vikings rolled to a 58-9 win.
The Auburn Knights hosting Belvedere tonight. The Bucks coming off a dramatic win over Guilford on Wednesday. Pick it up in the second half. Lady Bucks up 2. Emma Pearson finds Ariana LeBeau down low for the layup, but at the other end, Destiny Robinson for the Lady Knights, setting up Namarla Haley for the bucket. Julia Coates on the inbound under the hoop now, and with a nice find, gets it to a cutting Olivia Brown. Auburn, too much down the stretch in this one. They win it 56-48.
More girls Nick 10 action with Freeport visiting Harlem, and Freeport was down big early, but they trimmed the lead thanks to plays like this from number 4 there, who goes coast to coast for the and one. Lady Pretzels coaches fired up from that play, but Harlem not backing down. Some beautiful ball movement, finds Haley Fulton all alone in the corner, knocks down that triple. All the Lady Husky fans going all out for senior night, and back and forth they go in McChesney Park. The corner threes were falling tonight, and it's number 10's turn to nail that one from behind the arc for the Pretzels, and Harlem knows they have to keep scoring to win this one, and Lady Huskies were hot from downtown. This time it's Paige Stovall nailing that one. But Freeport stages a big-time comeback in the second half and wins it 45-44.
About those pretzels.
And just what a night in Nick 10 girls basketball in Hano. At least having a share of the conference once again. We still have some action to get to on the boys' side of things, including our athlete of the week, Randy Johnson, and his Jayhawks hosting Belvedere North. More highlights from Friday Night Nets returns right after the break.
You're watching FNN on Channel 13!
Shout out to those Jayhawks cheerleaders. And this year's Jefferson's boys team is the talent to give any team in the conference a run for their money. And they're coming off a road win over Boylan on Wednesday. They hosted the Blue Thunder as they look to get back up to 500 in conference play with a win tonight. Belvedere's Blue Thunder rumbling into Jefferson for a mighty match tonight. Those Jayhawks just couldn't escape that Thunder power with fourth quarter drives from Joseph Brown, making the court a bowling alley out there against Jefferson's Michael Townsend. And Belvedere North is ready to run it back with Adam Brown's pivot and shot into that nylon. Blue Thunder celebrating their lead with just minutes left in this one. Jayhawks still looking to take flight. And Keyshawn Stone is there and takes that three, and saw those shots last week, and Stone's ready to remind us he's one to watch outside the paint. Jayhawks looking for a late comeback, but North's Lawrence Townsend keeps things going there, driving to the basket to get past those Jayhawks. And the Blue Thunder bounce back from a tough loss to Auburn on Wednesday. They get the dub on the road here, 57-38.
And that Boylan-Hononiga rivalry also happening on the boys' side tonight. Boylan off the inbounds pass finds Philip Dixon, who rises up, nails the shot from downtown Rockford. Hano coaches, or rather downtown Roscoe, Rockton. Wanting more tonight, the Boylan coaches from the closeout defense. Indians looking to get back on offense, and what looks like a mess of a play to start turns into magic. Braden Olson gets the ball, shakes out 2 defenders out of their shoes, caps off the highlight by knocking down that bucket. Boylan coaches trying to keep the game going here. The Titans respond with a highlight play of their own. Check out that cross-court pass that hits Ryan Stark. Atmosphere good tonight in Hononegah, and the Indians fans had a lot to cheer about. Isaiah Hui uses the pivot foot to perfection. Hononegah wins the rivalry on both sides, 55-44. And for our play of the week, let's take you back to the girls' game. Jordan Johnston, with time running down in the third, says the bank is open tonight. The bank of Hononegah flowing out tonight. Hononegah getting 2 wins on the night. Jordan Johnston, congratulations on the play of the night with your buzzer-beating 3. And Eric